Hello, folks. Welcome to the Boar's Nest.
Good morning, Hog Lake and Melissa.
Good morning. Good morning, Curtis. And good morning, PR. Good morning, Fat Boy Eric.
Yeah, they both just walked by.
All right. 17 wonderful people already in here this morning. And let me start by calling the people who's chatting so far out. Melissa, the beautiful, beautiful Melissa's in here.
Morning, Melissa.
She was. Mr. Tully, good morning.
Mr. Tolley. Good morning.
Wolf Dan's in here.
Morning, Wolfden.
Warren Farley, he said 90 minutes to the show. John Parker will have some news this week. Don't know when he will announce it. Oh, man.
Morning, Warren.
I hope it ain't. Mm. Chris M, welcome in. You gonna troll for us? If you do, keep it clean.
Good morning, Chris.
Oh, man. Hillbilly Hondo, good morning.
Morning, Hillbilly.
Heart and Adventure with Tasha, good morning.
Morning, Miss Tasha.
Wabash Nate, good morning.
Morning, Nate.
Pontoon Jody, good morning.
Morning, Miss Jody.
Gigability, good morning. Got to wait for the weather. Uh-oh.
Good morning, Gig.
Oh, man. I tell you what, it rained here all day. It started on Saturday morning, Saturday, early Sunday morning, and it rained all day long. And I think it's just now stopping out there.
Mm.
Downtown Ernie Brown. Good morning.
Morning, Uncle Ernie. Keep up the good work with that knee, buddy.
Yep. Good morning, Jimmy James Bailey. Morning.
Morning, Jimmy.
The deer hunting first. All right. Good morning. There's Nightbot doing his deal. Good morning, Skywalker.
Morning, Gabriel.
Jim Molina. You miss me, knucklehead.
Morning, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Melissa.
Hope everybody had a Thanksgiving that was awesome.
Yes, yeah. There's Skipjack Cindy just come in the house.
Morning, Miss Cindy. Mr. Travis, if you're out there. Go ahead, Hog Lake.
Good morning. Man, we had a feast. Melissa cooked up. Of course, I smoked the turkey on my pellet grill. But Melissa, oh man, she knocked it out of the park. Ooh, we had so much food.
Nice.
We after eating leftovers every meal we had, we just got a break from it last night, and I'm glad to say I don't think we have any more leftovers. Oh man, hunting this stuff with J&J. Good morning. Hello. Hog smoked a turkey. I know he was a gangster. Yeah, man, it was good too. Oh man, I love my pellet smoker. It's like sit and get it. All you had to do was go out there and make sure you got pellets. Yeah, still.
Good morning, Double J.
I smoked that turkey at 225. Oh man, it was 12.5 pound turkey. It took it about
Hmm.
6.5 hours to smoke.
Nice.
Yeah,
I heard the Golden Corral called you. They were upset that you didn't show up this year.
I know it. Oh no, my wife, Gabriel said my wife dropped the turkey on the floor.
She's
Did y'all
fired.
get it up within 5 seconds? You know the 5 second rule applies.
I can just Gabriel just cleaning it off. It's still good. It's still good.
Yeah, Abby went, well, I have two, and I can't use them. What was Ernie talking about? Oh, never had much for a smoker. Oh man, I love my smoker. I smoked all, for years. But now that I got that pellet smoker, oh man, you can choose the flavor of wood you want to smoke. Oh man. Mm.
10-second rule, said Tim.
10 seconds. Well, if it's a turkey, that would be the case. I was devastated. It was like a Christmas story. Oh man. Welcome in, man and his dog.
Hey, man and his dog. Good morning. No, I'm shocked he didn't come back and tell us that he threw that bad boy in the sink and tried to clean it.
Well, if it hit the floor, I mean, that was all that got dirty was the outside of it. Yeah, technically, he could have put it in the sink and rinsed and washed it off and uh, just reheated it.
It's all depend. It's all depending on how where he dropped it at. If he dropped it on a heavily used area, then yeah, I would have been like,
Yeah,
maybe. But you
yeah.
could just cut that part off.
There you go. There you go, Curtis. Gigabits that pick dog hairs off.
Right, Gig? It adds more flavor.
Oh man. Oh man, yeah, the skin is the best part. Oh
Yeah.
man, especially on smoked turkey. Oh man.
Yeah, it gives you more taste. You wonder what that was I just ate.
That looks like a. I don't remember putting Hershey Kisses in here.
Had Hershey Kisses, and I don't remember that being raised. I remember having raisins.
Yeah. Oh.
There is a dog went after it. It was literally like that movie. Oh wow.
Good morning,
Well,
Rattle Trap. Welcome in.
hey, Rattletrap. Yeah, then no, I'll probably. Yep. I hate to say it, but you had other dishes. I mean, didn't you have something else like green bean casserole, the macaroni and cheese, the stuffing, cranberries? The floor one, Chris M said.
All right, man and his dog. He typed in Nightbot.
Hey, Bob. Good morning.
He's either visiting Key West or he lives in Key West. Well, welcome in. Ramhead, good morning. Next door neighbor.
Ramhead, aka Bob. Good morning.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with Bob. Having have a pellet smoker is just the same as having a next door neighbor smoking. That's how simple it is, man. That's how simple it is. You
It's
said
much
you get it, and all you have to do is walk out there and baste the turkey every once in a while and make sure it's got pellets.
much more safer than the deep fryers.
Oh yeah, yeah, and cheaper.
Yeah, because the oil is crazy.
Yeah, Hmm. Especially when your deep frying pot has a little pinhole in the bottom of it.
Good night. You better get you a new pot.
Oh man, you talking about getting a new pot? It's just as cheap to buy the whole thing as just the pot by itself. Man,
Mm-hmm.
good lord.
Might as well do that and then put it out in the yard sale for somebody else comes along.
There
Come
you
by and get it.
go. Just warn them. Hey, this pot has a little bitty penny hole, tiny hole in the bottom of it.
No, it's gently used.
Yeah, yeah. You know, let's see. You know that they have real wood to smoke with, right? Yeah. I get the pellets. So far, I've been trying different brands of pellets out. Uh, so far, let's see, I've tried about three different brands out, and as far as the dust, uh, I think Kingsford has the less dust in it.
Right.
Good morning, catfish and crappie.
Good morning, Mark. Bacon, 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 bacon.
All right, thanks for coming in, Tasha.
Yep. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up too, Tasha.
Oh yeah, you have a good day at work.
Thank you, Melissa. Buggy. Morning, Bug Man. No, Bug Man.
Oh, good morning, bug man. That is not real wood. It's sawdust. Well, I don't care. It. What is sawdust?
Burnt wood.
Is that? Let me drop that link out there. Somebody may want to come up here and have a little discussion with us. Oh no, don't end the show. Just get started.
Yeah, you need to get up, Buggy. It's like 5 o'clock or something over there where you're at. Rise and shine.
All right. Oh, that gum little star or heart. He gets in the way all the time. All right.
Hey,
Link
hog leg.
should be popped that. Huh?
I swear that looks like a Christmas present. You just want to
Oh,
open it up.
Curtis is drooling over the traffic lady again.
I'm telling you. Where's Eric at? Eric, does she not look like a Christmas present? Katie.
Mm.
I showed hog leg her earlier. She looked like a Christmas present. Oops. You didn't hear that, Melissa.
Oh,
Be
and
safe, homie.
I didn't think she did. I said shame on you, Curtis.
Yeah.
You're gonna go
Curtis. I thought I muted it. I thought I was talking to Eric and I muted
by. Let's see. Skywalker.
it. Ernie.
I'm glad you think so, Curtis. Oh, anyway. Oh man.
And you want a hog legger? I ain't saying nothing.
Look at that right there.
Yeah, I know.
I really didn't here, Curtis. LOL furnace came on. What'd you say?
I said good morning, Melissa.
I got to see this. All right.
It's ABC 6, Uncle Ernie.
Welcome in, Wolf's Den.
Morning, Hog Leg, Curtis.
Good morning.
Morning, Richard.
How you gentlemen doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Oh, we doing good.
Good.
So, Curtis, tell me what you had for Thanksgiving.
Had food, of course.
Yep. That's
I went to my sister's, so I didn't have to do nothing. So it was just great. The only bad thing is that we waited around for our aunt and my nieces. They didn't show up until like 6 o'clock, so we waited to that to have dinner. So that was rough.
Oh man.
'Cause I'm
Y'all
used to
had to sit there and smell all that food.
Yep. I'm used to. Yep, I'm used to eating around 3.
So what if you was 3 hours late?
Yeah, then I just gorged myself, and then on the way home, because we got about a half-hour drive home, I went to sleep. I told Erica, Mom, I'm out of here.
Oh wow. Good morning, Donald Knight Senior.
Morning, Donald.
Morning.
So, Wolf's Den, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, my Thanksgiving was pretty darn good.
There you go. You want to elaborate on it?
Well, had 2 birds, crock pot full of green bean casserole, some dressing, a couple of pies, and mashed taters.
There you go. There you go. We had it's a turkey. She cooked her famous cornbread dressing. Of course, you know I like gravy.
Mm,
So she cooked some gravy, giblet gravy at that, and mac and cheese, real baked mac and cheese, not that
nice.
out the box.
Nice. Brian B would be proud of her.
Oh yeah, and some collard greens.
Yeah, boy.
Greens. Oh yeah, well, oh, yeah. uh, let's see. I think that's about it.
What was for dessert?
Uh, Chocolate chip cookies, non-traditional, but chocolate chip cookies.
We had a little bit of everything. Pies, cherry, of course, pumpkin pie, which I can't stand. Cookies, cake. I don't know why they did cake. They did cake this year for some reason, but there was cake there.
Wow, like
Eric,
like
a cake. Just a cake.
coconut cake.
No, not coconut cake. No, this was a black, dark chocolate cake
Black dark chocolate
with
cake.
like white icing on it. I was like, that's not for me. I'm not big into that, but I did still. I think they're oatmeal cookies or oatmeal something cookies. Man, they were just on fire.
Yeah.
Eric brought them home. I ate them all.
Oh man, Mark says he's. Man, you ain't got to worry about catching anybody sick online. We at least 100 miles away from each other.
Yeah, and Mark, you can always hide behind your. You can always hide behind your icon, buddy.
Yeah.
That way you ain't spreading the germs.
Well, Okay, Mark. Well, I hope you get to feeling better. Yeah, I know what
Yep.
it feels like being sick. I
Yes,
still got a runny nose.
yes, that's what happens when you go up on the bait shop.
Oh, oh man, Don Knight said pecan pie.
Should have known better, Mark. Good morning, Uncle Lou and Aunt Mindy.
Good morning, Uncle Lou. But, oh, well.
He's coughing a lot, he said. There's a big.
Welcome in. Good morning, misplaced country girl.
Good morning, Denise. Spicy turkey meatball.
Uh,
Oh,
oh wow.
man,
Yeah.
I want to go to Double J's next year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Oh man, I love me some blueberry pie. Yeah, I'm coughing a lot. Yeah. Oh man. It's,
like I said, I mean, you went up on the bait shop.
yep.
Hey, I hope you feel better there, Mark.
Go. And Gabriel said next year it's golden corral. Oh man.
Hey, tell them Hog Leg sent you.
That's right. They'll slam the doors and lock you out.
Not one of you people again. You can put us out of business. Mm. Yeah, I'd imagine it snowed probably up there where Uncle Lou's at. Mark, it probably snowed up there where he's at too.
Looky here. Good morning, Snarf Water Charlie.
Good morning, John. Hey, real quick, hit that music real quick, dog. I want
I need to explain something to y'all. Small Water, John over at Small Water, he kind of looks like a Snarf. So I made him a little something.
This is funny.
I made him an advertisement.
Are you ready for an epic adventure? Don't worry, we'll keep you safe from the gators. Snarf Water Charters is the best way to see the sights. Book your reservations. Snarf Water Charters.
There you go. Oh,
John. Anything we can do to help you out, John. We love you, buddy.
there you go. Oh man.
He said, "Is that Melissa?" He said, "That ain't right."
Oh man.
Murder killed me, Hog Leg.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah. There was somebody in his show the other night that said that he looked like a Snarf. A Snarf.
He's
Well,
like,
Thundercat.
and he said, "I don't even know what that is."
No, he didn't. So he Googled it. He Googled it right then and there. And Lindy, you know how she says behind him?
John, make sure you that's all Hog Leg. He did all that, not me. That's all. That was all Hog Leg and Melissa.
Oh man.
He said, "You know how good my editing is. It's on now."
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to show you my editing then. No,
Oh well.
I watched small water charters. They was out crappie fishing last night for a little while, and they caught more catfish than they did crappie. Man,
Yeah,
perfect
I
little
went,
eater size.
I went back and watched that too.
Oh man. All right, Donald.
We said the crappie bite picked up. Well, we know the catfish bite was on fire.
Yeah.
Melissa said he forced me to.
Dang.
Hey, Hog, like
Yeah.
Wabash Nate says, needs to be more natural, snarf looking. Too much muscles.
Oh, but yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
well, that's what the picture the thing generated for me. That's an original snarf. Uh, oh, one of a kind.
John said, Nate, that ain't right either. Hey, John's got muscles. He didn't say they were up there.
Ah!
He's got them hid by all his luxury warmth installation.
There you go.
Oh, Melissa said John does catch more catfish than hog leg, though. Well, I guess she might not be going fishing next time.
That right there is a nice one. Look at that. I don't even know. Is that a pike? Y'all see it?
Yeah.
Looks like a pike.
That is a nice looking fish. Mean looking fish.
Yeah, you don't want to put your fingers in there. Muskie. Uncle Lou said the muskie. Donald said muskie.
Wow.
Donald, where'd you catch that at? Did you catch that up at Elm Creek?
Man, there's some mean looking fish. Look at them teeth in that. Good
Isaac.
Lord.
Wonder where he caught that at.
I don't know.
I know he fishes sometimes up there at Elm Creek. Up
Wow.
the James River.
Download it. Download it.
Nice fish.
Heck yeah.
Christmas presents back on TV.
All right.
Down in Virginia, he said.
Wow. You know I'm illiterate about that kind of fish because I live up down south, deep south.
You're going to have to start getting out there when it starts warming back up there, Hoggy. Start catching fish. Show everybody how it is.
You know,
Lay the smack down on Big Mike.
me and mèLîSSà, we do go fishing, y'all. Y'all do realize that, don't you?
Yeah, but they want to know, do you catch fish?
Yeah, we catch fish. It's just Melissa don't like being on camera, and
Right.
she wants a little time off camera.
What do you mean? She's never on camera.
Me off camera.
Or come visit Snarf Water Charters. I will put you on fish. John.
uh,
That he will, folks. That he will. They even get you some catfish.
yep. Yeah, he butt down. They got a saying on their pontoon, or Lindia has a saying on their pontoon, butt down.
Oh,
You know what that means?
sit down.
Uh-uh. Butt down. Put the butt of the pole down so it'll come to you.
Oh, okay.
Instead of holding it up there like this and put a fish
Yeah.
on the end of it, they got to say butt down. It's put the end of the
Hey.
pole down and just lean it forward and it comes right to you.
Wow.
Yep. I never thought of that. Yeah, it does.
Butt down sounds like hog legging it.
Melissa asked me to play it again. The furnace came on. Okay.
Hit it. It's funny.
Are you ready for an epic adventure? Don't worry, we'll keep you safe from the gators. Snarf Water Charters is the best way to see the sights. Book your reservations. Snarf Water Charters.
Oh man.
Wow.
She told butt down. Yeah.
John, what about the worm farm? Not even going to go there, Gig.
It's coming along pretty daggone good, thank you. And I may have started a trend because everybody's talking about getting their own worm farm.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? They're easy to take care of. I mean, you just get a bin and put them in it and feed them once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah. And if you want to, you can feed them your scraps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Steve Mosley. Good morning.
Good morning, Steve Mosley.
Yeah.
But then you'll end up with a
Stinker.
yeah. But there's a way to cure that also with lime. I tripped on a rockfish another evening, pulled a muscle on my lower back. It pulled was kind of sore this morning. I cannot straighten up. What can I take for it? Oh man. I'm still waiting on that video to see how to start. Oh man. Good morning, Steve Adams. Welcome in.
Good morning,
Coach.
good morning, good morning.
Good morning. I hope your Thanksgiving was fine.
It was good enough. Got to see everybody.
That's what matters.
Yep. A lot of food.
Hang on, I'll look. Hogleg, I'm waiting on that video to see how to start a worm farm.
Ah.
Then John said, I'm making a worm farm video. Farmer
Good morning,
farmer
there.
video.
Good morning, everybody in the chat. Good to see y'all back.
Hey, did Troy get a hold to you?
Yeah, I responded. I see you at 11 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. I forgot all about. I had a doctor's appointment. All I got to do is go over there and give blood for a blood test.
Yeah.
I'm having my A1C checked again, and back home. But that's the reason we had to reschedule it.
I saw that, Nate.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I got a text message. I put everything. I cut the computer off and didn't even check my phone hardly.
Yeah.
I think it was a day later I saw the message.
Good morning, fishing with squirrel.
Squirrel.
Well,
Morning, y'all. All right, I'm going to be right back.
Okay.
all right, well,
That's right, Steve. How about them Steelers? They beat up on those lonely Bengals. Who they think they gonna beat them Bengals? Steelers Day.
Yeah. All I know is how about them dogs? Man, that was a good game, you know.
I've seen that, Uncle Lou. Nate and Uncle Lou. I've seen both of your stuff.
well, hell, Ohio State, they've been on camera for 2 years. Up at Michigan, how in the hell you gonna beat them? They filming everything they do. Game day, sideline information. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah. Problem is, Coach, we got another coach here. It's reminded me of another coach, 2.0 of him. You can't win the big game.
Melissa, the kind you have.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, the ex-Buckeye coach that we don't speak his name.
Uh-oh.
Who used to lose to that team up north all the time.
I don't know. I just found out y'all had a football team about 3 years ago.
Well, Coach, it was great talking to you this morning. See you later, buddy.
I didn't even know they played football in North America.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Well, you kept on with this secretive crap, so I had to do something. Hey, well, then.
Howdy there, sir. All right, I finally got me some plain coffee in me.
There you go.
That's what you have to have this time of day. That or a good shot of vodka.
Yep.
You gotta get something to kick it off.
Wait a minute now. Oh, I saw the movie Napoleon this weekend. I gave it a big thumbs down.
Napoleon.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
It's a grab get together. Look at Ernie. I done started something now. Oh, Melissa, I got some I got some cough medicine out there in the refrigerator. If you got a cough, and if you can get this down, you're in good shape.
Yeah, is it apple flavored?
Peppermint,
Peppermint.
peppermint flavored. Got cloves in it. Got cinnamon in it. Got a lot of moonshine in it.
There you go, man. That's all it takes is a little moonshine.
My grandson was about 15, 16 years old. He come in here one time with a cough over, I guess it was Thanksgiving. And I carried him out there and I said, I got something to knock this cough out now. I said, don't tell your mom and daddy. He said, all right. Next thing I know, hell, he's passed out on the floor in the den. He kept going back. He kept disappearing, going, I got rid of that damn bottle. And it tastes good. I mean, it don't, you can't, you know, you can drink the whole thing if you want to.
Wow.
And he got too much of it.
Oh man, downtown Ernie Brown says if you live close.
Oh, he's talking to Steve.
Oh,
I don't think he's talking to me. He might be talking to me. Hey, Gig.
John Walker. Over the place.
Gabriel.
Oh man.
Yeah. Hey, Lee. Yeah.
Good morning, Lee.
Curtis, I watched it. I watched some of that ball game.
Yeah.
The Cowboy replay that was on, I didn't watch 10 times, so I knew all the lines. So I figured I'd find something else, and I don't like cartoons. So I put my sunglasses on and watched some of the Michigan-Ohio State game.
There you go.
The coach's name was John Cooper. The coach I was telling you about. Ryan Day's a 2.0 of John Cooper.
Never heard of it, and I'm being honest.
I think after he left Ohio State, he went to Arizona or Arizona State.
No.
He's good at recruiting and good at coaching the guys, playing regular season games. They could never win that against that team up north.
Well, you know, at some point, the other team is better than you a lot of times, you know?
Right.
And if you just stay in the game with them, well, maybe they just look at Georgia Tech, look at Mississippi State. I didn't watch the Georgia game. What was the final score?
I don't know. I can't remember right off the bat. Let's Google it.
Was it out of
Score
a blowout? Was
Georgia.
it a blowout?
No.
No, it wasn't a blowout. It was 31-23.
Who would have ever figured that?
Yeah.
Not me.
And
But Kirby played all the second string players.
well, that's okay.
Yeah.
But who would have ever guessed it? That the score would have been that close. And also the Ole Miss State game.
Yeah, really.
Look at the Alabama-Auburn game.
Yeah, last second prayer.
I mean, now somebody's got to decide which team is Auburn, Mississippi State, and Georgia Tech. Is it Michigan or is it Ohio State? Because sometimes the other team just got better talent, and you can beat the other team sometimes.
Right.
Because Auburn wins sometimes, State wins a lot of times. But this year, I'm using this year as an exception because State wasn't supposed to do nothing. And they've been getting beat by everybody, you know, and Ole Miss most didn't beat them.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, you ought to be a Ole Miss fan and be happy at 7-4 or 6-5. You see?
No.
We don't want 10 ball games this year. You don't think we ain't high?
Yeah, Kentucky beat Louisville.
Well, they're supposed to. They might not. People might not have thought so, but they're supposed to.
Louisville beat Florida State in the championship game this week. Hopefully Georgia rolls on Alabama this week. I mean, they just downright roll on them.
We got a lot of injured players, though.
Does it matter?
I didn't realize we had so many injured
If you playing against Nick Saban, you better have it matters.
That's why Kirby played all the second string,
Morning stand 3.
except for the quarterback. I mean,
You hear what John said?
Yeah, roll tide.
John. Right back at
Good morning, Stan 3. Welcome in.
Hey, stand 3.
They stand 3. I'm just pulling for a good ball game.
Small water sounds like
Hell, Clemson beat Notre.
he sounds like Doc.
Who was Clemson beat Notre Dame? Lee, come on. You read too much newspaper articles and watch TV too damn much.
When did Lee learn how to read?
Well, you know, well, that's true. He watches on TV. Let's put it.
He was more of a picture book guy.
Picture book. Man. Yeah, Clemson beat Notre Dame. Oh. Dabo gonna have to get off of that hard headedness. If he gonna put Clemson back where they were.
Yeah.
So this NIL is put him in the spot because he won't use it.
Yeah. I seen Archie's grandson. He got to play there in the Texas game this week too. Not much, but he did mop up. But he was in there.
Took some snaps.
Yeah.
Now, what if he gonna stay in Texas?
I don't know. There's a rumor that he might be coming to Ohio State.
Was copying Doc. Yeah. That's what I thought you was doing.
But we just recruited this 5-star quarterback from North Dakota or something like that.
8-man football. Passing, finna go to passing.
Well, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be down in chat just watching. But everybody have a good morning, blessed day, and I'll see y'all later.
Okay, well,
All right. Thanks for coming up.
nice to see.
Good to see you, Mr. Adams.
Yeah.
Golly. All right, Mr. Adams, how about that?
Oh, Lord.
You hadn't heard that in a long time.
No, not in somebody's minute.
Yeah.
All right. Small water's got a question. Ooh, man, that's called nasty. What is a sneeze and a barf mixed together?
Well, golly, it comes out your nose.
Man.
Don't want to know. Yeah, Uncle Lou, poor Deion Sanders, his team went down the toilet.
Yeah,
A snarf.
If they leave him alone, Dion will show him something over there, though.
Hey, Coach, did you see the new charter company out here?
What now?
Did you see the new charter company? Did
In
John?
Florida.
Did John starting up?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Here,
Look,
we'll show you.
watch this.
Okay.
Are you ready for an epic adventure? Don't worry, we'll keep you safe from the gators. Snarf Water Charters is the best way to see the sights. Book your reservations. Snarf Water Charters.
No.
Oh man, yeah. Somebody in his chat called. He said he looks like a snarf.
Tank top. Beetlejuice tank top.
Oh
Oh,
man.
wow.
Oh man. He said his Curtis licking the wrong side of the Buckeye.
Yeah, no pay attention to Lee. You got that.
Oh man.
See you later, Chris M.
Welcome in, Francis.
Hello,
Hey,
Miss
how are
Francis.
you?
Yeah, we doing just fine. How you been doing?
Got sick,
Oh, wow.
and after that, I'm
Wow.
still sick, still coughing.
Oh man.
Well,
Yeah, I
don't
still
come in
got-
here and give it to us now. Come on.
No,
Oh man.
Just kidding. Uh,
Well, how's the temperature hanging in there down in Florida?
it's supposed to get real cold tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna get cold here
That's
tonight.
what I
too.
heard.
yeah, it's
Some more water charter says I caught. No, you didn't catch. Lindia caught. Captain Lindia caught 8 catfish last night. So how many catfish did you catch, John? Oh man.
it's 32 out here right now.
It's 49 here.
32 here.
My greenhouse tomatoes are steady growing, boy. They're about that tall and putting leaves on. I'm gonna make a tomato in January. I
Oh
hope.
wow. Wow. It's supposed to get down to 38. Let's see what the low. Ooh, Tuesday's
Mark.
low. Oh my God, Melissa, we're gonna have to get them trees in the greenhouse because it's supposed to get down to 28 Tuesday morning.
Morning, Guerrero.
Oh man. Good morning, Guerrero. Padre Guerrero. Guerrero. Padre.
Guerrero. A whole lot easier to say than it is to type it.
Yeah. 3 stands, Stan 3 said he dropped a new video last night on my new channel. If y'all, all right.
Okay, stand 3.
Type in hog if you don't mind, and it will drop your
Don't matter.
channel. Yeah. It'll drop your channel. Okay.
Boy, you uptown, ain't you, Steve? You got it all going on.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Stan.
Look at you, boy.
There you go.
This world is something else to live in, ain't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. I'm gonna you stand 3. I already know what the hell a nightbot is.
Oh man. You know, I don't. I know what Nightbot is, but I don't know how to work it. Melissa did all that for me, and apparently it's hard to get Nightbot to drop your local weather. You got to do all kinds of stuff. Uh, if you type in weather and your location, it'll tell you what your weather is there.
Melissa, you spell exactly up there like you spelled it. I know a joke about that.
Hey, I do too. I do too. As a matter of fact, me and my band made exactly song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Oh, Lord. It's going to be cold in Key West, and gals will be dressed up, won't they? No
Oh,
need of watching that. Watching, 78. Oh, yeah, I was looking at the sea.
you got to type weather first, and then Richmond, Virginia. Stand 3,
Hmm.
Is that Dublin, Ireland, or Dublin somewhere else?
California. I think it's Dublin, California. He lives
33 degrees in California. It must live up on a mountain.
now.
Why 33 here in California?
Good Lord.
Stan, of course I've done it wrong. I do it wrong.
Oh, well.
Either that
Dublin,
or you put in your
California.
area code. Yeah, or that or you put in your area code.
Where is that? Oh, you told me where that was, I think. No, I don't know if you did or not. I watched the show the other night with that Skywalker, with that fella that does fantasy football. Young fella. He looked young, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun to listen to him talk. He got a system, man. I bet y'all can hear that on this damn camera, can't you? When I speak it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start smoking.
Can't be no worse than all hoggy up there.
Ah man, I got it. Ugh. Come on, give me a break, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I know. I say, I don't know. My limited time in California, they got it's cold up there in those mountains, but North California. But I ain't never seen no bad cold weather most of the time. In California,
Just don't
smoking
smoke.
crack. So that's too much of a habit there now. Yeah, we bought my son a 8 by 12 foot nice greenhouse for Christmas. He got to put that thing together, and
Go.
I'm thinking that this time next year he'll still be trying to figure out how to put that thing together,
Oh man.
and
Well,
he'll be done thrown every wrench he owns away.
oh man. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
When that tornado 2017 came through, No, was it a tornado or was it the Hurricane Michael? Uh, I was supposed to build Melissa a greenhouse, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know them manufactured greenhouses,
Mm.
the 10 by 12s and 14s. Well, one of them got blowed over, and so I went down there to the place, and I asked him. I said, "What do you want for that?" And they told me, and it was like 2,500 less than what they sell for. So I said, deliver it to my address, and so it's one of them pre-built ones. It's built good too.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the exhaust fan in the
Yeah.
end, and it's got the louvers on the door every time the
Right.
fan comes on.
Yeah, the lid was open.
Yeah, the louvers open, and it's got a watering system throughout.
Sprinkler system.
Yeah, and it's
About
got a
that.
little water hose hook up inside. Man, it's nice.
Will you use it?
I don't, but Melissa does.
Melissa does?
Yeah. The first year, she used the crap out of it, man, and she grew lots and lots of stuff in there.
Good morning, Jody. Well, I found out at my little bitty greenhouse, which I got mine for a purpose, just to raise one or two tomato plants.
Right.
I ain't into all that work, all that other stuff that goes with a greenhouse.
Right.
But you still, it's the same principle. You got to heat it and cool it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I found out in my months, I guess, with a greenhouse, heating it ain't no problem.
No.
Cooling it is the problem.
Right.
And that's
Right.
that's what I've been trying to impress my son with. for for 70, 80 bucks, he can set up a heating system and a fan that circulates that heat to keep it uniform.
Right.
But when that sun is outside, it's 50 degrees outside, and that bright sunshine.
Yeah.
You better have some forced air, some kind of forced air system to cool that thing out. So mine just the doors, plastic, zips up, two zippers.
Right. Right.
Got some little grommets around the top, about that big around. That don't do nothing.
Right.
And no flap on it up there, nothing. So I've been working with unzipping the doors with a ruler now. With a ruler,
Right.
I unzipped both of them. I started off at 8 inches. It was getting on up there in the daytime, so I went 8 more inches and checking the thermometer,
Right.
and I got it now. Now it may be a little bit cool in there right now. Well, not cool. The heater may be cycling more. In the 40s, that thing cycles a minute and 5 seconds every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes it comes on and runs a minute and 5 seconds.
Right.
The heater and the fan. I got them hooked together where when the heater comes on, the fan and the ceiling, blows down.
Right.
So with the one that's door unzips on with 32 degrees, it's just cycling more regular. That's all it's doing. But it's staying warm or cooler in the daytime.
That I know that her greenhouse has a thermostat that you can set it
Mm-hmm.
when it comes on and when it comes off.
That's what I bought a remote thermostat that plugs into my car. I can plug two things to it.
Right.
And so I I got the heater, of course, and I got it blowing against the back wall. I got a gallon jug of water sitting there in front of it, so it blows directly on that gallon jug and separates the air. And then I got the fan in the top, because it gets hot as hell up in the top on them things
Oh yeah.
if you don't get that air out of there.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I got a little small fan hanging up in the top, pointed to the wall, where it blows the air down against the wall, down in the bottom
Yeah.
to the thermostat, and
I got
so it works good.
I just got 4 heat lamps out there in hers.
Hmm. And that keeps it warm.
Yeah, it keeps it warm. Warm. It keeps it warm except for when it gets like in the 20s. It don't do too good of a job then.
Yeah. Well, does it have a fan in the top to blow the air down?
No, no.
See, that's all you got to do, Hog.
I didn't think of that until you just now said it.
You buy a little $18 fan,
Right.
hanging in the top, blowing straight down with the top straps, and it'll blow that hot air out of the top, and you'd be surprised how quick them lamps cut back off. Then
That's Francis Pontoon, Jody.
Right, trap fishing.
That's Curtis looks like Hog after getting his money's worth of gold corral. Oh man.
Hey, coach is up here talking. You shut up and you listen when he's up here.
oh man, come on.
Yes, sir. Coach is the man. He's a book.
It's a novel. Hey, I gotta say this. I gotta say this real quick for Uncle Lou. Jody's got diarrhea of the jaw right now. Jody, you crazy if you think that Uncle Lou is going to come to Tennessee?
Oh man. Uncle Lou said, Jody, you'd get sick the first time I come prancing down the hallway in my fur lined thong.
For a cup of coffee.
For a cup of coffee.
All right, I got a question for y'all.
Okay, Gig. Good luck out there today.
All right, see you later, Gig.
Later, Gig.
I got a question for y'all when everybody wants to try to answer. And that's all everybody in chat too.
No. Trivia question.
No, this ain't trivia. I'm fixing to build something, and I was just wondering if it's gonna work or how many people don't think it'll work.
Okay. All right. Shoot for it. Y'all ready?
How many of y'all know what a disc opener is?
A what?
A disc opener on a planter, a big tractor planter, a disc opener.
I do.
And if anybody, they talking about further songs right now.
What type of fur, real or fake?
Well, Hogley,
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
if you took one of the wheels, one of the discs, one of the coasters, they call coasters.
Yeah.
You took one of the coasters, and they're not fluted. They're not fluted. They're solid. They solid. They like a disc. They like
Yeah.
one of them. They like one of them things the Chinese throw to cut your head off.
A star.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If you took that and put it on a handle where you pushed it, you pushed it like a play toy, pushed
Right.
it, and put maybe 5 pounds of weight on it, like something heavy down there to press. Couldn't you edge your concrete in your yard with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be some work.
Why? Wouldn't be as much work as walking around it with a weed eater,
Mm-hmm. It's a lot easier if you had that
and it'd leave a real pretty.
line. Yep. I agree, Coach. Yes.
Will it work? Will it cut the grass?
Why wouldn't it?
I don't know. I mean, it's sharp. It's razor sharp. You don't want to touch them.
Yeah, yeah.
And you put 5 pounds of weight on it to press it down. You got it on a T-bar handle. Just like you hold it like that and just push it right along your concrete. And look, if it rubs on the concrete, it ain't gonna do nothing but sharpen it more and more.
Yeah, yeah.
No, weed eater. Weed
I
eater
don't
ain't
know.
weed eater ain't easy to use, man. And dusty and nasty and dangerous. Those rocks and stuff, all that. Have to wear a T-bar.
Oh, John.
Oh man.
I hate pontoons. Hey, Jody. I've been thinking about building one of these things for 10 years. You know, they make a similar one, but it's so hard to push. It wear you out. This thing here is not going to be hard to push.
Good morning, Miss Jody.
That's what I'm trying to get
Good
away
morning,
from
Miss
is a weed eater, Donald. That's the whole reason I'm trying to get away. I got a weed eater out there on wheels. Very few people use a weed eater on wheels,
I used to have one of them.
but I got one. I'm trying to get away from. I just want to see if it'll work. I think I can build it for
Just
Probably
imagine
se-
if you
probably
Imagine-
$70.
imagine if you hit the fence with it, Coach.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have a fence.
Well, go over to the neighbors and see what you can do to it.
Yeah,
That brings up to another thing. That would be the only thing it would be good for is concrete.
no.
Pavement. If you got pavement, I mean,
Yeah, it would be. Well, I got a pavement in front of the house, and I got a driveway that runs all the way. I got 2 sides to that. I got the side of the carport. Anywhere else that you run it, you just as long as you can push it straight.
yeah. That's a good question. I would think it would be hard to push.
Why? Think about why would it be hard to push? What if it was a flat wheel off a wheelbarrow? Would that be hard to push?
Then it wouldn't cut.
That's right. But would it be hard to push? No, it wouldn't be hard to push.
No,
Is a wheelbarrow hard to push? No.
no,
Well, why would this be hard to push?
because it's digging in the ground.
Well, take the weight off when it's wet.
Oh man.
I don't think it's going to be digging in the ground much.
Well,
Just think about it. I mean, how hard is the ground here in March already, or April? Let's say April when you really start doing a little edging.
right. It's not
Yeah.
very hard.
But it's not very. It's not. It ain't gonna sink down. But if you can get it to sink down a half an inch, that'd be great. Because I know it'd cut them weeds in, cut that grass.
Right, right.
See, that's what I'm thinking is is it going to sink down enough to really cut those stems that grass is growing out there?
Hey, Brad. Good morning, buddy.
Stat 3 says it depends on if the wheelbarrow is full of concrete.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Good morning, tidal weight sinkers. Yeah, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving too.
Hey, wait, kind of.
There you go. I edge every week. No, you don't. You just get what's his name?
What's his name?
Uh, man, what's his name down there?
What's his name?
Now you know if you got a tree like me, I got one tree, and I'm trying to kill it. If I really wanted to, it would have been dead. But you can't edge around a tree with it, you know.
Right, right.
But I got one little tree about that big around. I don't even edge around it. I just mow it close.
Good morning, Rowdy Royals in the house this morning.
Morning, Rowdy.
Howdy. So you think it'll cut it, huh? Bermuda grass. You know how Bermuda grass grows in
Yeah,
runners?
yeah. It should cut it. It should cut it.
I think it will too.
Are you going to have a wheel that you can kick down so you don't cut all the grass as you're going to the?
I'm gonna carry it.
Oh, carry it.
I just gonna pick it up and set it down and push.
Coach is old school.
I mean, 5 pounds ain't gonna weigh nothing. I mean, it ain't nothing. On wooden handles, I'm gonna put wooden handles on it.
John said just buy 2 goats.
It's gonna be awkward to tote though, man.
Why?
Check your email there, Hoggy.
Already.
Morning,
remember,
Kelly and Chris.
you remember those real mowers we used to have?
Oh yeah,
Pushing mowers. Yeah.
Yeah. And back up and forth. Hell, we used to pick them up and carry them all over the damn yard.
Yeah.
yeah. But we were young back then.
Well, I sure I can pick up 5 pounds on the end of the handle. Throw it over my shoulder, and more big people say, "What
Yeah,
the
there
hell?"
you go, right there. It just, man, Chris just found you what you're looking for.
I got a garden weasel. Hell, man.
Somebody beat you to it, man.
It'll work in perfect soil.
Can you make that large?
Well, how about that? There's one I want that does it work. Just look at that, $39.99. Where did he get? But that wheel ain't big enough. I don't. What's the dimensions on that wheel? I wonder.
Oh, 6-inch stainless blade.
6 inch. See, I don't believe that's big enough. I believe you're going to push down on that to use it. That ain't big enough. Needs to be a 12-inch at least.
It looks like it has a telescoping handle on it too, man.
Mm-hmm. That ain't heavy enough. I can look at that and tell it ain't a big enough wheel to cut this Bermuda grass. I got it hired. I pay a man to edge my yard. I mow it, but I got a man I pay to edge it because I'll be in the bed for months at a time with a damn edger. That's the reason I got one with wheels on it.
Right.
That I can just push around and edge places I want to. I can't run an edger.
So you're trying to get out of the way of having to pay somebody to do it, right?
Not necessarily. That pig, hog leg, I don't pay him but $10.
What?
That's right. $10 a week. It ain't the money, it's the idea. I just want to see if I can do it.
Oh,
If it'll work. I want to see if it'll work. I got all the discs given to me.
There you go, Coach.
yeah.
Yeah, skills up. There you go. Well, see these wheels, the disc I'm gonna be using is probably 3 times bigger than a what do you call it? Skill saw blade. It's 3 times bigger around, at least 3 times bigger. And these farmers down here, that when they take them off, they just throw them in the junk pile. And I was talking to one of my farmer friends, and they're obsolete now. So these new planters, they just take air and shoot it. They don't use a disc opener.
Right. Right.
And I was talking to one of my farmer friends the other day and asked him if he had any in the junk pile. He said, I got a shelf full of brand new ones you can have. They keep an inventory of spare parts, and but I don't need a new one because it's got all of the bearings and all on it. I don't need all that. I just need the wheel.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take bushings and keep it where to run straight,
Right.
I don't need all the bearings on it.
Right.
Be nice, but I gotta have a way to go all the way through the bearing.
Good morning, Dave Bosworth.
Morning, Dave.
Good morning, Dave.
Hey, Dave. It can't sit on one side of the handle. The handle's got to be dead behind it, to keep it easy to push.
Right. I can see the headlines now. Man loses toes. It's all aging.
Well, look, I damn near lost fingers with them on tractors when they was on the planet.
Or that one.
You better make sure that driver's got that thing in neutral and standing up in the seat where he can't be putting it in no gear because if that thing moves forward just an inch, you cut up.
Good morning, Fields to Water.
Morning, Chad.
Hey, Chad.
Good morning, Chad.
All right, enough about that.
I don't know if it works. What are you gonna build? Wood, right? You said you're gonna build the handles out of wood.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there and just order me some 2 handles.
Right.
I probably shovel handles or something. Really, I'd like to have something got squares down there on the end. Maybe axe handles because they kind of curved. You can buy them as kind of curved.
Yeah.
And drill 2 holes down at the bottom, and however I got it attached, and then bring the handles back up to you, bring them together, bolt them together, and then drill a hole through the handles and put a piece of wood dial on it.
Good morning, Parker Pursuits. Welcome in.
To where you push it like, just push it. I got all that. Putting it on down at the bottom is going to be the tricky part.
You read that, Coach.
I wonder how many more labels are made. Oh man.
I ain't gonna have no ocean cover over it. I might run me a coat hanger or 2 out there and put a plastic bag on it too, and write on it, keep hands away or something like that. Yeah, buddy. I tell you what, when I asked my buddy if he had any of them wheels laying around,
yeah,
he said, "Man, I got all kinds. I even got new ones." He said, "What you want disc openers for?" He said, "What are you making now?" I've been knowing him a long time. He's a friend of mine. He's a drinking buddy. So anyway, I told him what I was doing, and he said, "I can't tell you everything he said, but yeah, if that works, I want to see how you build it because I want one." Because he
Say
lives in a big old house and got a bunch of concrete to walk around, you know.
Oh wow.
He said, yeah, man. He said, where you come up with this kind of bullshit? I didn't know they made such an animal till I saw the picture on there.
Mm-hmm.
But I can look at that and tell it won't work on. It won't work. You have to put too much pressure on it to make it work.
Well, it didn't have but 3 out of 5 stars, so
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
obviously it didn't work.
No, but if I put that 5 pounds on it, it's gonna cut.
Yeah.
I want it to cut. I want it to get in there. If it gets in an inch, golly, it'll be beautiful.
Are you going fishing, John? Anytime soon?
I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
Want to go fishing?
No, what John said.
I can't keep up with what he says. He talk more than I do.
I still say flipping the weed eater on edge is easier and faster.
Mm-mm. He can't. He don't know my concept. He don't understand what I'm trying to do. Because you can run with this thing.
Mm.
Okay. Oh. Let's see. I need to. I got a new Brian B's Holiday Catfish Bass, December 23rd, 7 p.m. to midnight. Get hold of Brian B.
There we go. That's the surprise partner thing, ain't it?
Nope.
Oh, that ain't it?
No, that's on the December 2nd and the 9th.
That's the one I finished second in.
Yep. You had it won there for just man. That's the first night that
Okay, John.
I had ever seen you, and I felt so sorry for you that night, man.
I'll be honest with you, I feel sorry for me too now.
But yeah, man.
That's what Curtis said. John, that's why I get it from Curtis.
I ran lawn care business 25 years. I'm picking up what
He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do too.
And I bet he had at least 2 weed eaters on his lawn care trailer.
Yep.
In case one of them don't crank, even though they are steel. Well, again, John, it ain't about the money. It ain't about nothing. It's about me wanting to try to see if I can build it.
Yeah.
Because I ain't paying but $10 a week now for my yard to get eggs. So
Yeah.
it ain't, and I've been doing it for at least 10 years.
Good morning, Kelly Bullet.
So it ain't about all that.
It's just the fact that you want to see it. I mean, it's not. See if you can do it. I'm that same way.
Well, listen, last summer when it's so hot and dry here, I want to keep my grasses pretty as I could. Well, I took now y'all all know what a Miracle Grow bottle that you screw on the garden hose and shoot you. Miracle Grow, y'all all know what that is, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You pour that bag of Miracle Grow in the bottle and screw it on the end of your hose and you wet around all your plants. Well, I rig one of them damn things up and put it on my water sprinkler.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
And I had it where my water sprinkler was putting out my Miracle Grow on my whole yard. I got one of them big, and I had it out on the street setting my water sprinkler up. So I pulled up. He said, "What are you doing?" I don't know who the guy was. He said, "What is all that bottle and hose you got sitting on the ground now?" I said, "I'm fertilizing my yard."
Yep.
He said, "Fertilizing the yard?" I said, "Yeah, it's a bag of Miracle Grow in it." "Oh, that's a Miracle Grow bottle. How'd you hook that up to your garden sprinkler?" I said, "Well, I just had to sit there and look at it for a minute. It wasn't hard to do."
Mm.
And I watered my whole yard, front yard, backyard, put that fertilizer out there. I used one can of four of them pouches of fertilizer in one of them cans, and I put 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And it takes 21 minutes for that water sprinkler to use that one sack.
Yeah, that's what I do. Is I buy this liquid fish emulsion,
Right?
and then at first and for a couple of days my yard smells like dead.
Fish, dead fish.
Yeah, and then I come back with 2020. It's the same as Miracle Grow,
I know what it is.
but I buy it in the
Big bag.
big bags. Uh, and that lasts me. Heck, I still got half a bag out there now from last year.
Well, Hog, I got I'm sure you read the labels on it.
Yeah.
I've got, are you 12? Let's see.
Oh,
I got 12,000 square feet of grass. 12,000 square feet of grass, and I put
right.
50 pounds of 46% urea on it twice.
Oh, good Lord.
And I start in April. I put my first bag out in April. And sometime 1st of May, I start mowing every 3 days.
What? I don't want to mow that much, and I got a big zero turn.
I mow twice a week. And then I'll drop off to twice every 9 or 10 days. And when I get to
Oh man.
once a week, I'll put another bag out there.
Wow.
Oh wow. Thanks, Dave.
Morning, Mike Greenwell.
Hey, Mike.
Good morning, Mike Greenwell. Welcome in. Yeah, I use that. I do my garden the same way. I started off with fish emulsion. I overhead sprinkle that fish emulsion out there,
Yeah.
and then I got drip lines that I drip line my fertigate. That's called fertigation.
Fertigation.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah, I fertigate my garden with that 2020.
Look what Bug said.
Morning, Nubbies.
He got 2 acres of grass and he mowed with a 30-inch mower.
Oh my Lord!
He got hemorrhoids when he gets through mowing.
Oh man!
I got 12,000 square feet and I mow with a 42-inch mower.
I got my yard is about a half, 3/4 acres is my yard, right?
Yeah.
I got a 60-inch zero turn.
Yeah, motor don't even get warm. You can still touch the muffler when you get through mowing.
It's
Coach.
zoop, 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 and I'm done in 20
It's true.
minutes. That's
It's true.
including dragging the lawnmower out and putting the lawnmower up.
You just see Hog Leg out there riding around just for fun, Coach.
That's right. I thought I was bad with a 42 inch. But see, I had a y'all probably never seen one, a 20-inch snapper that I bought used. It was 21 years old.
Ain't that what Forrest Gump was driving around on?
That's exactly what Forrest Gump
Yep.
drove.
Them are the best mowers because it's got single blades.
That's right. Anyway, I put a brand new 8-horse engine on it and had a grass catcher with it and everything. I bought it used. I said it was 21 years old. It was in mowing time because it was mowing 3 yards for 7 years when I bought it from the Boar. And I blew the engine blew up on it after a year or so when I put another engine on. My son's got it in the barn up there at his house now. I want to rebuild it.
Morning, Miss Shirley.
It needs 4 new tires on it for sure. And I mean, I mowed with it up there on 4 flats. But he was going to bring it back this weekend, but he brought me a truckload of mulch instead. They buy that mulch in bulk up there.
Right.
And so he went and bought I didn't know he was going to do it. It tickled the hell out of me when they pulled up with it in. They backed it up to the garden, and then him and them 2 boys jumped up there and shoveled it all in my garden around all them plants and built it up about 6 inches. And I'm good to go now, buddy.
You want me to tell you what is the best black magic out there?
What's that?
Go to a cotton.
Don't tell me that, man. Get out of town.
Oh yeah, that's the best stuff around.
Listen, it might be now, but in the past, if you got a load of cottonseed mulch, cotton gin mulch, you better buy 2 chopping hoes and 3 files when you brought it. So when you put it in your garden, the first rain, it looked like a jungle. You better go chopping right there.
Yeah.
Every time you water, you better go to chop. Now I agree, it's good, but them weed seeds, oh man, the weed seeds and that stuff will work you to death if you got any size garden or any size flower beds. You don't think we don't know about that down here?
Oh yeah.
Cow manure the same way. Horse manure the same way.
Yep.
You gonna have, if they don't listen, what is ethyl bromide? Somebody might know.
Yeah.
If you don't cover that stuff with a tarpaulin and set 2 or 3 canisters of ethyl bromide up under there and sterilize that stuff,
Yep.
you're gonna have a weed problem.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree 100% with you. But it's some good stuff, man.
Oh, it ain't no doubt it's good stuff. But them weed seeds are laid there for 10 years without cover. I mean, every time that's one of the reasons for no-till in the farming. They try to work the top 3 inches because if they plow 4 inches, they got a brand new crop of weeds that come out of there. They go 6 inches, they're gonna have weeds. I mean, them seeds been down there since Jesus was walking around, man. And they just lay there waiting their turn.
Oh man. Bud Williams says I have faith. Steve will figure out that wheel. He probably had it jumped on me. Invented the wheel in his day. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he probably did.
Morning, Buck.
Good morning, Buck Williams. Welcome in. Yes, Stan, I like them stripes in my yard too. But my yard ain't but 3/4 acre. So with a 62-inch mower, I mean the 60-inch mower, you only get so many stripes.
Yeah.
And you know what? My mower is 5 or 6 years old, and it still looks brand new.
It don't run. It don't run 10 hours a year.
Oh man.
I didn't. They tried to get me to tote some of them damn stones on that pyramid. I told them hell with it. I went on the palm tree and sat down and drank goat milk. I took my 20 lashes and went and drank goat milk.
John says, y'all get the winter off from mowing.
Yeah, y'all mow year round.
Yeah.
I enjoy mowing the yard. It don't bother me. Of course, I don't have to stay out there long either.
Yeah, I remember that too, Kelly.
Yeah, I do too.
When I lived in my other house, we had put a square front yard. I may have told y'all that. And I bought just see if I could do it now. I went up to the places up here where they sell mowers, small engine places,
Yeah.
and found me a self-propelled, used self-propelled mower. I think I give $100 for it. It crank run. Had a brand new blade on it.
Right.
I brought that thing home. And disconnected the left wheels on it. Took the gear off of it. This old cheap made thing. Took the gears that drove the left wheel,
Yeah.
Put that thing on a rope out there in my front yard. With just the right wheel pulling. And mowed my front yard with it. On a rope.
Melissa has a question for you guys.
It mowed all the way around, left a spot about yay big, and then the edges. And I went out there with it and mowed them edges before the snake. People were stopping and looking. I did just see if they do it, and they did it.
Yeah, as far as I know, we are, Melissa. It's be 12 noon our time.
Talking about the trucking
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 11 o'clock my time.
Y'all want me to set the stream yard up, or is Troy gonna do it?
All I know is we meet at 11 o'clock, and I don't know how.
On stream yard. Private.
Yeah, he did, Buck.
What, does that mean he gonna send a link, or?
Yeah. I'll send y'all a link. I'll go ahead and make the stream yard right after the show.
Well,
I got a doctor's appointment at 10 this morning, and so
John says Coach needs to invent a WD-40 for a wheelchair.
I got on earmuffs, man.
oh man, he put on earmuffs, earbuds.
Might be his knees. John said it might be his knees, not his chair.
I think I'll push this thing outside today and oil it and see if I can stop it just for y'all.
Good morning, Chris from Hooks and Hammocks. Miss Tally.
Hey, Kelly.
That's the better part of Hooks and Hammocks.
Yeah, drop if you don't mind, drop your hog again, and it'll drop your link just like you did before. And y'all be sure to go sub to Stand 3.
I hope y'all hit the thumbs up for Coach.
Oh heck yeah!
Hey, I thought I heard an owl out there. Anyway, we were standing in my backyard Saturday.
Oh, he hears me now.
I guess it was Saturday. Me and my son and grandson, and Reed said, "What's that in that tree out there? It's got some petunias growing on the back there." I got my bird feeders out there and bird water and all that. He walked back there. Y'all know what a sharp-shinned hawk is?
Mm-mm.
You
I
know,
don't.
it's a smaller hawk that feeds on your bird feeders where he feeds in town. They didn't figure that out.
Yeah.
There's one stuck in that tree dead
Wow.
on a low limb. It ain't a tree, it's shrubs, but they're big shrubs. They're 15 feet tall, 20 maybe.
Yeah.
It looked like he had gone in there after a bird, and he was just folded up, stuck in that tree in the shrub.
Wow.
I reckon he went in there after a bird and it killed him. I don't know what happened to him.
Wow. Hillbilly, you got to put weather in front of that.
But he put it in. He carried it back to the university to the ornithologist or whatever they call it. Put it in the freezer. It was in good shape, perfect. We couldn't find a wound on it or anything. Must have broken his neck.
Good morning, Dallas Libbert.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dallas.
You snuck in here on me this morning.
Morning, Dallas.
I got to say, I was glad to see it dead, and I didn't shoot it. So,
Yeah, it's illegal to shoot hawks.
any kind, but that's cheating. That's cheating when they feed on them bird feeders. They're supposed to be out in the wild catching.
That's right. Hey, y'all. The only show that I got to advertise tonight is Catfish Weekly. Lyle Stokes, Chad Fields, and Josh Dunnigan comes on at 8 o'clock Mondays. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all be sure to watch it. And let them know the hog leg, the boar's nest, and Curtis sent y'all.
I think you're right, Smallwater. I can't figure out any other way. It didn't puncture him. He wasn't, a limb didn't stick him or nothing.
Huh.
Now, I've seen turkeys hanging up in trees in the woods twice, where they run into a fork or something and does something, they get hung and can't get loose. I've seen that 2 times, but
I've never seen that. I imagine it happens quite a bit, though.
Well, them big old things, they get to flying. Yeah, Stan. Yeah. I don't know how cold it gets where you are, but this time you need to be fishing deep hole. If you're in a river, and you are in a river, of course, y'all fish up in 1 foot of water. I ain't never done that and caught anything worth nothing.
Good morning, Mom and Son Train Rail fans. Good morning, welcome in.
Morning.
And y'all, there is a new, John is starting a new charter.
Are you ready for an epic adventure? Don't worry, we'll keep you safe from the gators. Snarf Water Charters is the best way to see the sights. Book your reservations. Snarf Water Charters.
How come you ain't got a chartreuse bikini in that thing some sort of way, man?
Because I couldn't talk John into wearing one.
Do you really want to see John in one?
No, hell no. But it did say seeing the sights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's definitely part of the sights.
Oh, yeah. Hey, fishing frustrations.
Hey, frustration.
Good morning, frustrations. Welcome in.
He said he has one.
I don't want to keep it to yourself, you know.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hello, mom and son train rail fans. Mom and son train rail fans.
Yeah. Mm.
All right, now does that mean they collect train artifacts?
I don't know.
This interests
If
me.
if it's toy trains, or if it's they go all over the place and looking at the old trains.
Maybe she'll tell us.
Yeah, maybe she'll tell us.
Or he or she. I said mom, didn't it?
I forgot. I went to their channel and I forgot. I go to
morning,
some of
Indiana
their
Chris.
channel.
What?
Uh,
Yeah, I don't
mommy,
remember either.
uh, can you
John, I
can you
got you.
can you type the word hog in and it will drop your link to your channel? Uh,
Toy trains, okay.
just type in HAWG.
No, we build trains out. We rail fan. We're
Oh
fans of
yeah,
fishing
yeah. That's what they do.
and hunting. Okay, I got you.
Hey, can y'all type the word hog in HAWG?
Hey, the fishing channel.
Welcome in. Good morning, that fishing channel.
W. It's a W, mom.
Yeah.
No, W.
HAWG.
Yeah, HAWG.
Hog, not hog. Somebody else type it in for. Yeah. It won't do it for somebody else though, will it?
No, it won't do it for somebody else. It'll drop that person, whoever dropped it in, the link.
You saw what Stan said.
Put it on an electric train.
Yeah, there you go.
There. Indiana Chris did it.
Some of
So,
the fishing journals are very familiar with us. My
okay.
son has autism. You know what? We got a granddaughter that is autistic.
Boy, some of the smartest people in the world.
She's in uh, grade school, and they don't teach cursive writing in grade school.
Mm.
But yet, Melissa uh, was sharing her diary when she was a kid, and the older granddaughter
Thank you, John.
couldn't read the uh, the diary,
Yeah.
but yet the one that had autism, which is younger,
It's ADHD, not
oh,
autism.
well, okay, ADHD, but she read, and she never. They don't teach it in school no more.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Hey,
go.
man.
There.
There you go, John. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
It
Sorry,
seemed
Hog.
it seemed like kids that have some kind of special needs that they it's made up somewhere else. And I know with autistic kids, they smart, man.
Yeah,
I mean, they super smart.
right.
And ADHD, I mean, there's so many of them. They
Hey, Danny Stone.
Good morning, Danny. Welcome in. Hmm.
yeah.
We got 50 wonderful people up in here. 51 now. Yeah, if y'all don't mind, hit them thumbs up for us.
It's free, and you might like it.
Golly, two boys with autism.
Two
How about
boys with autism. Wow.
that? Yeah.
Goose morning, everyone.
Running late.
There's another one that can't spell. Goose morning. You will have nothing but support from the catfish community. That's right. You tell them, Stan 3.
When I had a kid in the 7th grade, I had him all the way through.
Right.
But I didn't know, I made it a point not to go look at records and all that because I wanted to make my own judgment on the child.
Right.
Never listened to the teachers in the elementary school. Wouldn't talk to them about all that. But this kid, he sit there and listen to every word I said in class and never write a note. And I told him one day, I said, buddy, you better start taking notes. You ain't gonna do nothing in this class. And you know what he told me? He said, Coach, I can't write.
Wow.
I said, you can't write. He said, no, I can't write. He said, I can write, but you ain't going to be able to read it because I can't even read it. So I said, well I kind of floored me because he was being serious, he wasn't playing. And he was just in the 7th grade.
Right.
And so I had the first test, and he turned in a blank paper. It didn't even have his name on it.
Wow.
His name was Patrick. So Patrick, after that class, I didn't give. When I gave out the papers, I put his under his notebook because I didn't want any of the other kids to see it.
Right.
He knew what it was. And I didn't put a grade in the book for him. And so after class, I stopped him. The break was right after my class, so I had 15 minutes. So I sat him down in the front row there, and I said, Patrick, I said, what are we going to do, man? Yeah, I said, you got to have a grade. He said, Coach, can you give me my test, read it out to me, and let me give you the answers? I said, every test, every quiz, everything? He said, Coach, I can't write. I said, is that what they did over in elementary school? He said, sometimes. He said, most time they just pass me. I said, really? He said, yes, sir. He gave me some oral questions, oral test. I said, all right, well, let's try it. I said, you want to take this test orally? He said, I will. I gave him that test orally. He made an 89.
Oh, wow.
I said, son, I'll give you every single test I give, either after school, before school, or during dinner. You just don't worry. And I put that 89 in his book. I showed it to him. I said, there it is. I said, let's don't do any worse.
Wow.
And when that class was over, and look, I had some whiz bangers in there now. I had some kids that didn't make below 98 on nothing in my class, which was tough. I remember a girl went home crying that first day because none of them made 100. 98 was the highest grade on that first quiz.
Right.
First test. And he won the history award that year. He didn't have the highest grade.
There you go.
But I gave it to him because he knew the most history. He knew the most. And all he did was sit and listen. And I believe somebody could have shot a gun and he wouldn't have heard it. He was focused on what I say.
Small water charger says there is a heart way down there.
But yeah, old Patrick was something, boy.
That's just like mine. They think just because my son has a label of autism, they think he's not smart. Oh,
That's
they are wrong.
school teachers know better, Mom.
Yeah, yeah. Autism kids are smart. They're smart in their own way. Uh, yeah.
No, I'm not a softy. I just believe and this boy worked hard. I mean, he worked hard. Look, can you imagine? Can't write. None of the other teachers, well, I say none of the others, when they found out what I was doing in the upper classes, and I mean, I did it all the way through 12th grade. And went to college, that's academic too. I did it for him all the way through 12th grade, and I don't think he ever made below 80, 85 on a test, somewhere in there. I mean, and he could give you those discussion questions. He'd sit there and talk and tell me the answers back, answer all the questions in class. When I give him a question in class to think about an answer, he always,
Look at him. He
yeah,
graduated from Winthrop University 3 years ago. Way to go.
yep. She's proud of him, boy. You can tell she's proud of him.
Yep.
She ought to be. I had several like Patrick. He was the only one I ever had couldn't write though. Man, it looked rough when he handed something in. I'd get him, make him write something.
Oh man.
It looked worse than Morse code.
You didn't want to share with us, Curtis.
Yeah.
My nephew has Asperger's. I know I spelled it wrong. For Purdue engineers. Them kids have them kids are smart too. Ash or hamburgers or however you say it.
I got one for y'all. It's on a little different note than that. Those problems, not problems, but special needs. My uncle got his eye shot out in World War II. When he came back, he lived through it. His shrapnel hit him in the eye on the landing on the South Pacific on one of those islands when they made the big push to Okinawa and all that. But anyway, he got on the landing when before they let the door down, a bullet got in that ship, that boat they was going up to the beach on, that old thing with the front that lets down. And he lived through it. Anyway, when he got out on GI Bill, he wanted to be a civil engineer. He wanted to build highways.
Yeah.
He enrolled in Tulane Engineering School, one of the best ones in the South. Second year, they found out he didn't have but one eye and kicked him out. That was one of the requirements. You had to have two eyes. He had a glass eye, see. And he didn't write it on his but he made it. It was in his second year. And he ended up going to Hendrix College in Conway, Arkansas, and getting a civil engineering degree. But, yeah.
Well, look here.
And he built a mini highway in Mississippi.
My dad, when he went into the Marine Corps, he went to Vietnam, and he served 2 tours as a Marine recon.
Okay.
And, he could only see out of one eye.
Mm.
And when they did the physical, he noticed that, they wasn't really paying attention. And they said, okay, cover your left eye. And then you cover your right eye. They were just watching the arms. And that's how he got in.
He cheated.
Yeah, he cheated. But he served 2 tours as Marine Recon. Good morning, Eric B. Welcome in.
Hey, Eric B.
Eric B. I was lurking in Eric B's channel, and
Yesterday I watched some of it.
yeah, Mr. Cheddar Prepper. He's a good parody. Uh, he writes a lot of parody songs, and he's got one out called Shame with a shameless music that he made a parody out of, and he called it Sinless. So yeah, he's a good parody writer.
All right, who is this person?
Mr. Cheddar Pepper Prepper.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I've seen him around.
Good morning.
I think he's on there with Johnny Small Pepper sometime.
Might be, yeah.
I believe I've seen him with.
Yeah. Good morning, American Honey. I hope you did too.
There's the trivia queen.
Yep.
They won't let me do trivia no more.
Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah, my dad passed away in 2008, 2009. Uh, he's buried in Steinhatchee, Florida, and I think Agent Orange finally got him.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he was young. He had a heart attack when he was 36.
Boy.
But come to find out, it was just angina. Angina's bad enough. I have chronic angina.
You inherited it.
Yeah,
Sound of it.
yeah. But I beat him with my first heart attack. I was 40. I had my first heart attack when I was in 2008.
Mm.
So I made it past him, but just by a few years. Uh, and it looks like I'm going to be down on the track. I'm on the track with him. He passed away he was only in his 60s when he passed away.
Well, times change, and the help you can get has changed quite a bit. Research, and maybe you'd be
I hope so.
take care of yourself and stay at the doctor as much as you can, and make
Yep.
sure you got a good doctor that gives a flip about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you what I found out with my medical care. I like these women a whole lot better than I like them men. Women doctors, they a lot more thorough.
Yeah.
Look at the Steelers.
Oh man, come on. That's when you know you got it bad. What is that? 24 karat?
Shit is gonna turn his neck green.
Ooh.
You know them Steelers, they know that country don't have nothing gold in it. It's all lead.
Hey, Curtis, Buck Williams sent me something. He said, "This is for Curtis." I don't know if I really want to show it to you. Do you want me to show it to you? Are you sure? All right.
All right.
Uh,
There you go, Mom. Uh-oh. The Wolverine.
I have a question though. Why is he biting his ass? I mean, what the hell, man?
Well, I tell you, that commercial that's out now about the mascot and why Michigan don't have a mascot, that's pretty good commercial.
yeah, I ain't seen it.
You ain't seen it?
No.
It's pretty funny. For a commercial, I mean, you know. Oh Lord, boy, we're down on Michigan now. The brain not very good to be caught doing what they've been doing.
Mm.
And he also sent me. He said he found some pictures of Bug Man. You know how Bug Man? He was a motorcycle. Yeah,
And Bug Man ride his bicycle. I mean his motorcycle. There we go.
yep.
Tammy and Ray. Okay, Tammy. Good. That's good.
Well, good morning, Tammy and Ray.
Yeah. Good morning, Tammy, and Ray, and Mom.
Lord have mercy. Onion
Yeah.
juice.
Yeah. Could you imagine drinking onion juice? Ooh.
I don't know about it as a baby, but it's pretty good.
You drunk onion juice before?
Yeah. I
Oh,
eat I eat raw onions with salt and pepper. I
my
love
brother.
I
I
love
love.
them, man.
My brother does too.
Man, I be crying, water be running down my face.
My brother, he's 10 years younger than me. He'll peel an onion and eat it like an apple.
Now I don't do it often, but when I want one, I get a taste for it, just like you get a taste for anything.
Yep.
Now, a lot of times, most of the time now, I'll cut it up in a plate and, put salt and pepper on it. But now I'll eat an onion sandwich in a heartbeat. I'll eat them pretty regular with
You
mayonnaise
know, I love an onion sandwich. Put some mayonnaise on the bread and onion slices.
and salt
Man,
and pepper.
yeah, yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
better throw a hamburger in there.
blooming onions are good too, man.
Oh yeah, I can eat them.
Well, listen, y'all, ain't it Jody that boils her hamburgers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I never heard of such.
I ain't either. Uh, I know concession stands fry their hamburgers and then they put them in the
A
broiler.
steamer, a steamer.
Yeah, and to keep them warm. Uh, it don't dry them out. But I ain't never heard of boiling.
Seems to me like it'd fall apart or something.
I don't
Wouldn't
know.
that be like a Salisbury steak or something?
Hamburger meat though, a patty.
Oh,
Would
I
it
don't know. I don't know about Jody
Yeah,
though.
look at me like it fall apart?
yeah.
A Dairy Queen hamburger.
No more than she knows about cooking though. She may have just seen them in the steamer and thought they'd boil.
Yeah.
I hope she's in here. That'll bring her out of captivity.
I heard the reason you have strong craving at night sometimes is because the moon. There's probably some.
Truth to that.
The moon is very powerful. I mean, look, the moon and the tides. The moon is very powerful.
Ball of burger.
John, never even heard of that. I'm not eating it.
No, I'm not either.
It wouldn't have no flavor on it or nothing either, I would think.
Yeah, Melissa. And
You
old
I
folks
have.
old folks, especially that old, got all kind of remedies. And it probably would have been better if you fed a garlic juice.
Yeah, really.
Mm.
I have had a boiled pork steak. No, I can see, and it was good. But
It'll
you know,
stay together though.
yeah, yeah.
I just can't see a hamburger patty boiling and I can't see it sticking together. Yeah, but I'm talking about it turned to chili if you boil it.
Yeah,
And next time I make chili, I'm gonna throw 2 pounds of hamburger meat, just throw it in there just like it is, and see
Yep.
what happens. It's packed
Hey.
tight.
This is
I'm
for you,
mad.
Jody.
I had a friend that his wife made chili one night, and she just threw the hamburger in there, and it looked like all the little crinkly up worms. It was looked like.
Candace said her husband already killed 13 deer this year.
Wow, way to go, man!
Wonder where they live. What
You
state?
know, Georgia has you can kill 12 does and 2 or 3 bucks.
No way, Melissa.
Yeah, coach.
Boiled hamburger. Golly. South Carolina. Right?
South Carolina. There you go.
I wonder if she lives in the low country or where. All my folks came from the low country over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are little deer. They have to kill that many just to get one of the big deer like we got.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kershaw.
I don't know where that is.
I don't either.
You cook your hot dogs and your burgers at the same
Yeah.
time.
That's right.
Cook your burgers or in your hot dog water.
There you go. Now it will have flavor.
I tell you, I like a
Your house will smell like Michigan then.
no. I like hot dogs boiled a lot better than I do heated up in the microwave.
I like
Oh.
them too.
I like them on the grill.
That well on the grill, but I ain't talking about lighting no fire for no 2 hot dogs. Now, I don't mind cooking for a group, but not for 2.
Shirley T said it's down from Lancaster,
Look,
down below Lancaster.
see, I ain't never been to South Carolina. Yeah, I have. No, it's North Carolina. I've never been to South Carolina.
Wow. Miss Dad's envelope, Jersey. He used to send it down this time.
Shirley T. Hello, Shirley T. Yeah, now it makes sense, Tina.
Yeah.
I kind of figure out.
That's what.
I read, and reread.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, man. I bet jerky off antelope was good.
I've never had antelope.
Yeah, I have. And elk before. Bear.
I've never had bear. I've had elk and moose, but I haven't had antelope or bear.
Well, I bet you antelope is more lean than a whitetail.
Can't be no leaner.
Yeah, well, them antelope run and jump a lot, you know. But that makes good jerky, that lean meat.
Yeah.
Deer makes good jerky.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Did I tell y'all about riding through Wyoming and North Dakota one time? And all them antelope standing out there in them fields, in them pastures. My wife says, we riding along and look out yonder, this herd over here and a herd over yonder, all out there right off the highway, you know. My wife said, well, I know one thing. There ain't no boys from Mississippi live out here.
Oh man.
She said them damn things would be over yonder on the other side of that hill. They would be standing out here by this highway.
Oh man.
I like to wreck, man. I started laughing.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're the best road hunters in the world.
Sure, I'm off 903. My brother and dad live in the Indian land.
I never had one of those high-powered rifles you shoot from, into the next county like some of them guys did. But boy, we had some people because I've been with them when they were shooting targets, and they used to have what they call a hawk hunt. Now it's terrible to say that, but
Yeah.
and they shot for money, and it'd be like 10 of them shooting. They'd all put up $100. And it'd be a line of folks going out through the country riding behind them, watching it. And they had rules, all kind of rules, and passing shots. And the next man shoots, you got to pay him double. And oh, golly, man, they had, but they were making some shots that you just wouldn't.
All right. Cotton picking has dropped. Cotton picking fishing is dropped the verse of the day. And she does it every morning before she goes to work. And I've asked her to, and she's sowing the seed. Verse of the day is 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but the perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. That's a good one. And I want to thank you, Stephanie, for taking your time out of the day to type all that in there. And like I said, keep on sowing the seeds.
Good morning, Miss Stephanie. Richard, Fishing and Freedom. She said anytime.
Thank you.
Nice, Stephanie.
If y'all don't mind, please hit the thumbs up for us. Curtis,
It's free.
Next wedding.
Curse will dance here next wedding.
Cotton picking, she must be from down south, huh?
Well,
That,
she's
that's
in Missouri.
In Missouri, that's
She
almost south.
she's fishing the Freedom Supply.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, they got cotton up there where they from.
Yep. She should know because she works at a gym.
Cotton gin, okay.
Yep. Cotton gin.
Hey, Stephanie, how many gins are in that area? Would you answer that? How many gins are in that area? Just rough. Well, you ain't got to be perfect. A lot of gins or a few gins? Something that's
Cotton cotton trucks are starting to run down here.
oh boy, I imagine they got most of the cotton down here on the lot, but they ain't but about 3 gins within 70 miles of where I live, where there used to be 50.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of gins down here, or in my area.
Still a lot of gin,
Yeah, still a lot of gins.
like 5 in one little small town.
No, not in one small town.
Yeah, that's what
Within 50 miles, though.
man, we used to have my little town, 2,000 people. They had 5 cotton gin. That was just in town. But
Yeah.
they didn't gin but 10 bales an hour either now.
Wow.
And now they ginning, I don't know how many. I never had seen a big gin until I went to Texas in 70, 79. And they had a gin down there at Sinton, Santon, Sinton, Texas. They gin so much cotton they had to change the saws in the gin at Christmas time.
Huh.
They started out with new saws, and at Christmas they had to put new saws in.
Wow.
I never seen so much cotton in my life.
Yeah.
Piled up, in a
That's the way I go to Myrtle Beach, but I haven't been there since once a while. I go to Wilmington now. Yeah, I've heard Myrtle Beach has got a bad reputation. They're getting a bad reputation.
it is now.
Yeah.
Okay, Tammy. Thank you for coming in. Enjoyed talking with you.
Yep.
And go on and kill 14.
Thank you, Mom and Son Train Real fans for coming in.
And then 15.
Right.
And but don't kill over the limit.
That's right. We lived in North Carolina, spent many bike week in Myrtle Beach back in the day. Yeah.
I want to go to that island where the Gulas live and buy some more of that seasoning. Gula, am I saying that right, you South Carolina folks? Gula. Boy, they got some good seasoning. I'm about out. I don't use 5 bottles of that stuff.
Wow.
Gula.
I don't know. I don't know what the seasoning is.
Well, they're descendants. I think they're descendants of slaves, and they live on an island out there. Tammy and Ray. Okay.
Okay. Tammy and Ray. Thank you for coming in, Tammy and Ray. Y'all will have to remind me of that until I learn it.
Yeah. We all know you're a slow learner, so it'll be maybe March.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If y'all are lucky. Go to Oak Island, Myrtle Beach is too dirty now. Yeah. You should say, Timmy. I agree with you, Melissa. It's easier to say Tammy.
And Ray. Come
Yeah.
on, hog leg. It ain't been 2 minutes.
Tammy and Ray.
No.
Must be something in that Georgia water.
Yep.
Go dogs.
Go dogs.
Yeah, I think you're right, small one.
That ain't the Oak Island she's talking about.
I know. He said the other old guy.
Oh,
Reading ain't one of your strong points either, huh?
no. No.
I better shut up. I forgot he got the switch.
That's all right. I'll bring you back up.
Well, my wife up ready to go make me another fortune.
There you go. There you go.
Lord, I wish she'd quit.
I was called 100 and then we'll go down to the show.
50, this ain't no sense in this.
She loves what she does.
Yeah, but it's wearing her out, Curtis.
I can't believe that they went in here with $3.
It wears her down. It ain't like it used to be.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, she's older than I am.
In our crappy live last night, we discussed his chat reading ability.
Snap.
We like shared out to our community. All right, well, thanks, Tammy and Ray.
Oh, he's catching on.
I'm catching on.
And I didn't watch all of the drawing, but I watched enough to see Big Mike got in with what, Fish Sizzle? Ain't that his partner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have to look no further. Well, I don't know what the prize is, but they can go and hand it out.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of good teams on there.
Because it all depends on the bank fisherman, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, Danny got somebody good too.
That ain't gonna catch no damn fish.
No, he made a comment the other day that when all three of them was on the boat, I caught 3 fish. That's 2 more than I usually catch.
Of course, now he can catch the 80-pounder.
Yeah.
Richard put him on some fish. That one Jerry caught was another nice one.
Him and Jerry Parker both. They catch some good fish now, but there's a lot of hours involved sometimes.
Yeah, old Jerry's got to tell Danny where to go.
Well, Jerry got a good spot, and he's tough enough to walk out on the end of the rock dock.
Yeah. He's an old billy goat. He is.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, till you walk out on one of them rock dikes, you don't know what fun is.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's the problem around here. Even if I could walk out on them, you can't get access to them. It's all private, and they won't allow you to, go in the place to drive in there to the end of it where you can get on and walk. So you get out on any one of them dikes now, I'm telling you, you can catch some fish. Well, you look at Parker.
Yep.
Small says, "Dang, Melissa, I told the neighbor you loved them."
You know, that's a favorite thing to do out of a boat is to anchor behind one of them dikes and let that current carry you back and then stop it. Stop the rope right there and throw it on out to that, man. You get on the end of some of them dikes and you can't keep the hook in the water. There's so many fish stacked up down there.
Now, thank you, Hogleg and Melissa.
Man, I done told you once. Thank you.
I'm just reading what Melissa said.
Melissa didn't say thank you, Hogleg and Melissa.
You ain't joking, Bug. They tough.
She said, Curtis, thank you for what you do for being here. I said, thank you, Hogleg and Melissa. You knucklehead.
Oh, man. That is why I got my back.
Rocks.
Rocks, yeah.
John.
About 30 years ago, they built a dike down south of me, and they built it with trucks. Those old Tonka toy looking big old trucks. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they started at the bank, dumping, and then every once in a while, the bulldozers go out there and kind of flatten it out a little bit. In that truck, they backed out there. And that dike was a mile and it's over a mile long.
Oh, wow. That was a big dike.
And, oh, golly. And every once in a while, they built a big wide spot in it where the trucks could drive out there and turn around. Because you know, so they didn't have to back a mile.
Right.
And they built that dike. And I was fishing down there twice a week. And jug fishing and rod and reel fishing. And today, and this was in the 80s, they building that dike. So how many years ago? 40? Today you can't even see that dike.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's land all the way out. They built that land out a mile away from the mainland. Sure did. In 40 years. Well, how many years they had? 40? That river bringing that sand in there and catching it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's something. Well, let me ask you this. Them people that own that land up there when they started building that dike, who owns that land now? Do they own it?
That's a good question.
Because
I would think that the state bought it from them.
It's federal, man.
Or federal. I mean, doggone. They just probably took it away from them.
I don't know how that would work.
It would be just like building a road.
But wait a minute now. What if when they bought that land was out there and it washed away 80 years ago? Now they built a rock dike and they put it back.
That's a good question.
See, that's the way it works on the Mississippi River. It'll wash that bank away. It'll wash it away. And then if they put a dike out there to change the current, to keep the river flushed out, that land will build back.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens all the time. I know a lot of places that's happening.
Eminent domain.
29 degrees here. Going to drive around this truck as long as I can. I don't blame you, Danny.
Somebody called Danny's boss.
Danny's boss already knows what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know what eminent domain is, but I don't know if you had the land and it disappeared and then they did something and it came back. It looked to me like you still own it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look here.
Look what he said. Look what he said.
Boss. The boss is in the passenger seat.
that's the way to go.
No wonder why he's driving around.
Yeah.
And
Hey.
fooling with Danny Stone, he just thinks he's the boss.
Yeah.
That brings up another my thing that popped up in my mind. We got a bridge here in Doherty County. The river flows under, and it's a pretty good big bridge. You know, it's a 4-lane bridge, and
Yeah.
well, right at the bottom of that bridge, about 200 yards to the right of the bridge, going towards town, there's a guy, uh, colored guy, that has set up camp, and he lives down there. And Old Joe is what we call him.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that he's only got like, now, heck, it's probably his. He only had 2 years left the last time we talked to him, and he says that
Squatters' rights.
squatters' rights.
7 years.
Yep, 7 years. And so that's, I guess apparently 7 years is all it takes to get you a piece of land, as long as you stay
As
on
long as they let you stay there and improve it, son. You have to do a little improvement.
Yeah.
Build a fence, build a little building.
it. That's all he had. Just well, he lived in a tent, but he had built a
Mm-hmm.
little shed like.
That's right. Just you gotta do some improvements, and I don't think you have to do the improvements, but every so many years.
And he, guess what he made the fencing out of? Old pallets.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't say how it has to look, they just say it's improvements.
Yeah.
And that's even trying to drill a well. Well, stick a pipe in the ground out there and say, well, I'm drilling a well. Well, that's improvements, see?
Yeah. Yep. And he's got it made. That's how we know him, because we when we catch some fish, and we just give them to him,
Right.
and that's he eats them.
Yeah. Well, if they stay under the 7 years, they probably could claim it, John.
Yeah.
If they stay in one spot, then they got to improve it, though. I mean,
That's right. Yeah.
Does it not flood hogleg?
It floods, but he's got like it's like 150 feet from the water that he's got his camp set up at.
Well, I can tell you one about squatters' rights. In the town next to me, I've got a lot of good friends that I grew up playing against and with. Baseball, football. And James, his name is James, they owned 80 acres outside of town. His daddy was a little farmer. And they had this family come to him one time. And they didn't know who they were, but they wanted to work. Okay? And they would work the man said, and the woman, they chop cotton or whatever, that they would work for rent if they let them put their old house trailer down the road there on a lot, piece of property. So
Right.
James' daddy said, well, yeah, all right, if y'all work, I'll let y'all put your house trailer down the road there. So they set up electric pole, and they drove a pitcher pump, pump
Right.
water. And damn, if in 7 years the man went down there and he built chicken pens and chicken coops and put a fence around it and did stuff every year. And damn, that guy descendants ain't living on that little old plot of ground now. It took that man's land.
Wow.
Sure they did. He went to court and it wasn't nothing the courts could do.
Wow.
They done got squatters' rights on that land. They didn't pay no taxes on it. They didn't do nothing. Now they had to start paying taxes.
Right. Smallwater says, but tax on the bridge after you own it would be outrageous. No, he don't own the bridge.
Oh, he just owns that little spot.
He just owns the spot. Like I said, it's about 200 yards away from the bridge.
Yes, sir. That damn squatters' rights is something. You better watch it.
Yeah.
And they did the work. They did what they said they was gonna do, but they had a plan all along, you know.
Yeah. That's just like it's been a few years ago, but the house next door to us, it sat vacant for a while, you know. And then all of a sudden I seen a white truck over there. And I, you know, being the nosy neighbor I am, I went over there and found out that they wasn't renting the house. They just moved in it.
There you go.
And man, it took forever to get them people out of that house. The law was involved and everything. The landlord was involved. What is the right to protect your property falling today? That's a good question.
Yeah, it's you got to know the squatters' rights laws, and I don't know them. I just know it happens, and I know these hunting clubs. Okay, all right, Anderson Tully. I don't know how many of y'all know Anderson Tully Timber Company. Ever heard of it? It's like Potlatch or
No.
St. Regis, all the big paper companies. They were hunting clubs here, all over Mississippi, behind the levee, over next to the river, all out in the piney woods, everywhere. There's hunting clubs. Well, when you lease, let's say 5,000 acres from them, and you get a 5-year lease, then you renew your lease, and 5 more, you know. People build cabins, put campers, you know, and all that on the land.
Right.
In the rent agreement with them, with paper companies, because they're smart. They ain't stupid like some folks. In the contract that you sign with them, it's a specific clause in it that squatters' rights do not apply to this property, to this contract.
Right. That was in the agreement that we signed for our hunting lease.
You're damn right. You better get it. Because if they sit out there for 7 years on your property, paying you rent, if it ain't in the rent agreement,
yep.
Hey, you know, like Troy, like a real and virtual. He lives in an apartment. I bet you in his lease agreement, there's something in there about squatters' rights.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Yeah, cut your grass in your Speedos.
Yeah, the small water charters now, John, he's starting up a new charter company. Now he done killed one of his neighbors, and when the other neighbor moved in, he made him cry. He made him cry, man. Come on. So don't y'all want to move in next door to John? Small water charters?
How did he make him cry? I ain't heard this story.
Oh man. he was building. He was putting up a fence,
Yeah.
and
The neighbor was.
yeah, the neighbor was putting up a fence. Well, he had done moved over the easement
Mm-hmm. The
and
property line.
and trying to hook to John's fence. And John went out there apparently and had a few words with him, and it made him cry.
Yeah. Because see, John's fence was on. I think you have to be in Mississippi. It's 13 inches.
Yeah, that's the way it is in Georgia. I mean, a
You
foot
got to
off.
build a fence 13 inches on your property.
Right.
So if he comes and hooks on the John's fence, he just took 13 inches of John's.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, I found that out. I went to I got some neighbors. Oh, golly. I used to have the greatest neighbor in the world now. Folks don't speak English.
Oh, wow. He said, Johnson.
2 feet. Golly.
Good Lord. Ooh. You gave up plenty of relative then, John.
You sure did. You already given them 2 foot of property. I found out about the law on that deal. So this fella is mowing his yard. I mow my grass about 2 inches tall,
Right.
and they don't know how to drive a mower. They all walk. They ain't got a car over there. And they mow their yard once every 2 weeks, and they scalp it because they don't know how to raise the mower up. And they run the mower idle, which they buy a new mower twice a summer. Air cooled motors, and it burns the motor up, and they can't figure out why it won't crank. So they just go buy another mower.
Wow.
And when he come across, he just turn around in my yard and go back. And I keep my grass 2 inches tall, and they scalp theirs, and he just scalped me out in my yard.
Oh, wow.
And this is the second set of gypsy cooks I done had over there. They gypsy cooks. They don't own the house. It's $170,000 house. And that's a lot of money for Greenville, Mississippi.
Mm.
And the restaurant owner bought the house, and he brings gypsy cooks in here that don't speak English.
Mm.
Wow.
And so I've had all kinds of hell with them people.
Yeah, we had a falling out, me and my neighbor, about that kind of that same situation. When I cut my grass, yeah, I was going over the line, but see, I cut my grass
Tall.
2 inches,
Yeah.
just like you do.
Mm-hmm.
They scalp their yard.
Mm-hmm. So you don't, all you do is turn it around.
Right. Well, I there's no, it's a visual property line. It was a visual,
Mm-hmm.
and so I got a big mower, so I just made 2 stripes up and down it.
Mm-hmm.
And they got mad and we had a big falling out. I mean, we're probably all over Facebook because there were some hollering going on. Let me tell you, and she was all twerking up in my face and and just cussing me out. I had the doggone man up on my roof, sweeping it off, and there was people all over the place. I mean, up and down the street with their cell phones
Film.
filming, like this.
Mhm.
And the man on the roof, her daughter pulled up. The man on the roof called the law because he seen her daughter when she pulled up, open the trunk and get a gun out.
Oh man.
Yeah, really, man, come on now. And the law was there and all. I mean, just true. It was crazy.
Well,
And
what was they upset about?
then I made a little bitty cut on their land.
I mean, with the roof being swept.
No, the lawnmower. I was
Okay.
on the lawnmower, and I
Yeah.
was cutting between their side.
Yeah.
I mean, I always kept between the houses mowed, which they
Mm.
didn't never do, and
I got you. I got
they didn't complain about that. But man, when I made that one strip on, and I mean it wasn't, but like this much,
you. Mm-hmm.
you know, over on their land. When I made that one strip, they raised Cain. And what they were fussing about, you gonna make me have to cut my yard. What in the
Please.
world?
What?
Yeah. Uh
Yeah.
yeah, it was a mess out there.
Well, you know what I did to solve my problem with that first set of gypsies?
What was that?
I couldn't make them understand to stay out of my yard with that scalping machine.
Yeah.
I went and found out the law on. They got a fence. They got a fence. It's their fence because it's on, And I went and found the law, and it was set back 13 inches off the line. So I measured out 13 inches from their fence, the center of their fence,
Right.
and stuck a stake in the ground. I got my 90-degree tool that I own. This set of mirrors that you can hold, it'll show you a perfect 90.
Right.
I got the biggest trot line cord. I went and bought a spool of the biggest trot line cord that they had down there. I tied it to that stake. And I went down and I made a square, so I was 13 inches at the street. And I drove another stake. And I stretched that string real tight on that end, and then got it down in the grass, pretty decent. And then I let off the string. And I said, now scalp this damn yard and see what happens to your lawnmower.
Wow. that stopped them.
Well, my wife happened to walk out there, and she came out back over there in the house. The string been out there for a week. She came back in the house. She said, did you put that cord down through there on the yard? I said, I damn sure did, Kay. I said, I'm finna break them up from scalping my yard and making it look like hell.
Yeah.
She said, you can't do that. I said, why? I done it. And so she went over there and knocked on the door. And they grunting and grinning. And finally some young kid, they had a kid that was going to school here, high school or elementary school. And they came, finally they got him up there to talk to her. And she told him, said, look, if y'all don't keep that lawnmower out of my husband's yard, it's going to be a lot of trouble. And they brought that kid out there and showed him what was going on.
Right.
And showed him what I had done. And said, that will tear your lawnmower up. You won't never get that cord out of my lap. Because it's 80 foot, and it's going to suck it all up under there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, now I don't know who mows your yard, who drives that lawnmower, but they better keep it out of this yard.
Right.
And so, of course, he spoke the language. And that bunch, they started mowing, and so now it's a distinct line, pretty beautiful grass, and then the weed patch they got that scalped off. And they left here. I guess they went back across the water. I don't know where they went.
Wow.
Stayed vacant for a month or two, and now there's another set in there. The problem with this one is there ain't no young kids over there that speak English.
Wow. Yeah, that fuss me and my neighbor had. See, the neighbor ain't nothing but a renter.
Mm-hmm.
She don't even own the house. So her landlord suggested to them that they go out and buy a fence and put up. So they put it all the way around their front yard, and they paid. They went to Home Depot. You know the
Bought one in plastic fences.
no one of them 4 foot pressure treated wooden picket
Yeah,
wooden fence.
yeah, I know what's coming.
They had like $3,000 in that thing because
Just
at that time there was $72 a panel
Let's keep you out of their yard.
just to keep me out of their yard. Well,
And
guess
you,
what? Guess what? Guess what? I now own all that fence because I gave them $5 a panel because they were going to move.
oh hell, so you bought the fence.
I bought the fence and I just lifted all the way up down through there, and I took all that away from. It was already took down, uh, and I took all that they had around the rest of the yard. You know what I done with it?
What?
I sold it for $20 a panel to my other neighbor.
Ah, you turned in a dollar, boy. You turned in a dollar.
Yep, turned in $1.
You got to get that truck fixed somehow.
Heck yeah.
Man, I'm telling you what. I don't know how I managed it, but I went from the best neighbor in the world to the worst neighbor in the world. Man, when I had that cancer operation, was down for 3 or 4 months. I Before I went to have it, I brought him over and showed him how to run my lawnmower. He mowed my yard twice a week because the first part of the spring, because I had already put the fertilizer on it. And I told him, I said, now Charles, you use it to mow your yard too. Because he pushed his mow. He pushed mow.
Wow.
Yeah.
The self-propelled, but he also rode a bicycle up under the carport one of them stay all the time. I sit over there and drink beer and watch him ride his bicycle for an hour and 15 minutes about every other day. He rode it every day, but I didn't go in and drink beer except every other day or so. And I tell him, I said, boy, you're going to be the prettiest son gun they ever seen laying up in that casket with your arm. They're going to say, boy, don't he look good?
Wow.
I want him to say, that guy looks like he did. But anyway.
Yep.
But he was a good neighbor. And he mowed my yard all summer until I was able to, the doctor released me to get out and start doing something, and
Yep.
That's pretty good for a neighbor to do that. I mean,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and when I called him and walked over there to talk to him about it, I knew right off the get go he was gonna do it. It wasn't gonna be no heeing and hawing.
Right.
I knew he was gonna say, "I got you, Steve." I knew that. I mean, that's how good of friends we were.
Yeah.
And now I got folks over there that can't even speak English.
Wow. Well, y'all, it's time to shut the show down.
Yeah, sure is.
And I want to remind y'all
Hey,
the
Joe.
only thing that I have got advertising wise tonight is Catfishing Weekly. Lyle Stokes, Chad Fields, and Josh Dunnigan. They all come on at 8 p.m. So on Catfish Weekly. And then, hey, y'all, don't forget to book y'all's trips.
Are you ready for an epic adventure? Don't worry, we'll keep you safe from the gators. Snarf
Hey, could I answer one question before you leave?
Go.
Jody says, I wonder if I would make a good neighbor.
Uh,
My neighbor to the other side of me cooks for me all the time and brings special treats over here, really, really good. So no, you wouldn't be worth a damn, Jody, because I ain't eating no boiled hamburger.
no.
That's all.
No.
Thank y'all. See,
Thanks for coming up, Coach.
see everybody later. Good
Thank
night.
you
I
for
mean,
coming
good
up,
day.
Steve. Thanks for coming
Good
up.
day to everybody.
All right. You too. Hey. Okay.
He gone.
He gone. I hope he remembers 12 o'clock our time or my time.
Meeting, Coach. Don't
Meeting.
forget the meeting, Coach.
Yeah, don't forget the meeting. 11 o'clock your time. All right. And it's time to end the show, man. And thanks for everybody for coming in. We went 10 minutes later than we have to, but nobody was coming on live that I know of. So, like I say, give the good Lord above thanks for another day. Like Melissa says, tell somebody you love them today. It
Love
will
you,
help
Ugly.
send them out. Love you too, Curtis. And like old KP used to say, look up. Look
Tune in
up.
tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow, folks.
That's right. Deuces.